The film is the story of a family of mill workers in Mumbai. It follows the workers as politics and greed rise in Mumbai and exposes the collusion between the triumvirate of big business, the political establishment and the trade union leaders who ostensibly were charged with protecting the rights of the mill workers. Udharan. Baba Dhudu narrates his story to his fiancée. He is a son of a mill worker and has two brothers, Naru and Mohan, and a sister Manju. Along with his parents, they stay in a congested locality of Parel. Udharan. Mohan has a regular job as an accountant, while Naru and Baba are jobless. Naru is a local strongman and bashes anyone who crosses him or his friends. Baba aspires to be a professional playwright and spends time in writing, which his family despises as this does not bring any income for the family. His father is retired from the mill and fighting for his retirement dues from the mill, which is on the verge of closing down. The mill is managed by the son-in-law of the owner, Mr. Khaitan, who is a very hard-nosed, selfish person. His aim is the close down of the mill and establishing a real estate business over the mill land, which is worth gold in today's market. In order to convert the mill into a commercial complex, he needs a NOC from the mill workers as well as their resignation letters. Udharan Chinna. Mill workers are adamant over their dues and are not willing to sacrifice their jobs. Rane and Govind are their leaders and Dr. Sawant is the union leader and fights the legal battle for the mill workers. Govind is short-tempered and always willing to physically fight with the owners, while Rane is practical and feels legal recourse is the best way to get justice. Udharan. The mill workers are fighting for dues of 6 months and one fine day it is announced that the mill would be closed down. Mill workers go on strike and a local politician becomes involved. Udharan. Meanwhile, Naru gets involved with local Don Parsha Bhai and starts running errands for him along with his friends. Mohan, who is a hardcore cricket buff, one fine day siphons off Rs. 25,000 from his company to bet on a match which he loses. Baba rescues him from the police after settling the dues by selling his kidney. Unknown to his family, Manju becomes pregnant and is distraught when she discovers that her lover is already married. Her father gets a paralytic attack due to this and is bedridden. He requests Rani to marry his daughter, which he accepts. Udharan. The local politician intervenes and mill workers agree to give NOC, but not resignation, and it is decided that a part of the mill would be restored. But the very night when the mill is supposed to resume, it is blown away by an explosion, presumably by the owner. Now nothing in hand, the mill workers sit on a strike. Things go from bad to worse and they start selling off their personal possessions to survive. Some of the ladies get into prostitution, while kids get into mugging. There is a constant face-off between owners and mill workers. In a fit of rage one fine day, Govind assaults the brother-in-law of the owner. He is enraged at this action and hires Parsha Bhai to kill Govind. Parsha Bhai assigns the task to Naru but does not tell him who the target is. Naru shoots Govind dead, only to realize later that he has shot down the father of his best friend, Speedbreaker. Naru goes into hiding. Later his father dies out of the shock of the news. Naru later confronts Parsha Bhai, who tricked him by not paying his share of the contract. He kills him with the help of his friends. Naru is in turn killed by Speedbreaker and he takes over the gang of Parsha Bhai. The mill owner finally comes up with some cash and the mill workers give in and agree to sign required legal documents for a very small part of their original compensation. Udharan Chinna. Rane is distraught that just as the court is about to give its verdict, the owners have tricked them, taking advantage of their desperate situation. Udharan. Sometime later Baba finally achieves his dream of becoming a professional playwright and is about to take his mother to the first show of his play. His mother is overwhelmed by his success, and after a long hard life, she finally sees some hope. When she reads his name in the newspaper, she dies out of shock. Uddharan. Baba finishes his narration and takes his fiancée to meet all the characters he had narrated in his story. Rane is still delusional that he will win the legal battle. The rest of them have got their lives back on track, and Speedbreaker runs his gang along with his friends. Uddharan.